Hey Top 10ers, what's going on? I'm your host Joss and welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of our notification squad. Because squad goals, obviously. Also, stick around until the end of this video to join in on some fun as I handpick some comments and respond to them. The world has fallen in love, y'all. Everyone is obsessing right now over Keanu Reeves. The actor is incredibly talented, kind, charming, and just seems like an all-around stand-up guy. People just can't seem to get enough of him right now. But there are probably some things you don't know about him, and I am going to expose all of them for you. Here's today's list of top 10 things you didn't know about Keanu Reeves. Starting off our list at number 10 is he was a hockey goalie, and a really good one apparently. Before being recognized as an incredible actor, he was praised by his hockey teammates who referred to him as the Wall. Turns out the pucks just didn't stand a chance when he was in net. He had surprising reaction timing that allowed him to keep his net safe almost every time. He played throughout his high school years and was voted MVP by his teammates. One of his former hockey buddies named Jason Kay opened up for an interview where he reflected on their time playing together. He said, "I don't recall how well we did that season, but I do remember thinking Keanu had a gift. I'd seen him play a handful of games at a competitive level, and despite him not having much formal training, he stood out. He was a raw talent, acrobatic and unrefined, and he could steal wins." His hockey talent doesn't come as a surprise to many people though, seeing as he is Canadian. Go figure. Next up at number 9 is he hangs with homeless people. Just when we thought we couldn't love him more than we already do. The best part about this one is he didn't do it for the press. Turns out he is just a genuine human being. The footage was posted online and left people with chills after they watched him hanging out with a homeless person in the side streets of West Hollywood. The footage was straight up accidental luck for the person behind the camera, and I'm sure paparazzi were a little bummed out about it though. In the video you can see him lying down on the street sharing drinks and snacks with him and just sharing stories. It basically looks like two childhood friends just kicking it on a Friday night at a high school sleepover. At number 8 is he owns a motorcycle manufacturing company. The actor says he has always had a love for bikes and actually spends his free time cruising around on them. He admitted to only owning a couple vehicles throughout his career and that the rest of his collection is made up of bikes. His love runs so deep that he actually co-funded his own motorcycle manufacturing company called ARC Motorcycle Company. He teamed up with his friend Gard Hollinger and uses the company to design bikes that mix retro and modern design elements. Their website says the company, I quote, molds the retro and modern design elements they both love and passion for riding they share into a new shape. It's basically the most badass bromance we've ever seen. Like nothing is more bromantic than two men starting their own motorcycle business together. Sliding into number 7 is another fun fact. His first acting gig was a Coca-Cola commercial. We all have to start somewhere, right? Like many other actors, he just didn't turn into an international superstar overnight. Most actors start small, usually from commercial work, and then they build their resume up as they go. Keanu is one of those actors, and his acting career all started when he booked a role playing a cyclist in a Coca-Cola commercial. Throughout the commercial, we could see him zipping by as a cycler in a big bike race. After he fails to make it past the finish line in first place, he is all down in the dumps as one would be. What makes everything better? Oh, you know, just a refreshing bottle of Coca-Cola. Yes, I say bottle because it was 1983 when it was filmed. His coach in the commercial comes running over and cheers him up by handing him the bottle of Coca-Cola. It ended with an epic moment when another cyclist asks him who his coach is and he replies with, "My dad." Aww, how cute. Going into number 6 is he was expelled from high school. Although he grew up to be a pretty stand-up guy, turns out he was far from being the model student when he was in high school. He was involved in so much trouble that he ended up getting expelled. He's told the story during interviews saying, "I was just a little too rambunctious and shot my mouth off once too often. I was not generally the most well-oiled machine in the school. I was just getting in their way, I guess." I mean, I'm pretty sure like we all felt that way when we were in school. But this leads to another high school fact about the successful actor. He never got his high school diploma. Seeing as he couldn't stay in school for long without getting expelled, he was never actually able to get his diploma because he just stopped putting the effort in and never returned. However, it doesn't seem to play a difference in his life though, as he has had a very successful career without it. Makes me kinda wish I never spent all those years in school. Just kidding, stay in school. Halfway through the list at number 5 is he was born in the Middle East. Now, I know I said he is Canadian, so let me explain. The actor has quite the unique ancestry and spent many years of his life moving all around around the world. Keanu was born on September 2nd, 1964 in Beirut, Lebanon. His mom was born in England and his dad was an American born in Hawaii. The marriage between the parents didn't last long, and after they split, his mother moved him and his younger sister to Australia. After living in Australia for a little while, they actually relocated to New York City, still being separated from his father. It wasn't until then that they actually made their final move to here, Toronto, Canada, where he ended up spending the majority of his life before becoming the next big thing. Here we are at number 4 with He Used to Be in a Band. Didn't we all? I think there was a time when we all tried to create a band with our friends. You've probably never heard of his band before, but maybe you have. It was called Dogster. Keanu was the bass player for them. The band was pretty decent at the time and gained some recognition even though they were competing with a bunch of alternative bands from the 90s. Keanu's fame definitely helped the band ride the wave, producing 2 albums and 1 EP during their run, which lasted from 1991 to 2002. Pictures have floated around of one of their shows when they had the chance to play at the UK's prestigious Glastonbury Festival in 1999. It's not surprising that the actor is basically good at everything, but I think we can all agree that we are happy he decided to focus on acting as his full-time career. Alright guys, at number 3 is he is spiritually complex. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm curious to know what his religious views and beliefs are. The actor is open about it and says he doesn't belong to any particular religion, but he's also not an atheist. I guess this is where the complex part comes in. He has expressed some interest in Buddhism, but then says he definitely is not a Buddhist. So like, I'm confused. When asked during an interview if he was a spiritual person, he replied with, I don't know, do I believe in God, faith, inner faith, the self, passion and things? Yes, of course. I'm very spiritual, supremely spiritual, bountifully spiritual, supremely bountiful. Alright, slow down there Reeves, cause you lost me. So basically we've just defined him as being a spiritually complex dude, and after saying that sentence out loud, I think that is quite a fitting description. Here we are at number 2 with he rides the subway. I feel like this is from one of those magazine articles where it's like celebrities, they are just like us, as if they aren't human or something. But seriously, Keanu Reeves rides the subway, which is pretty crazy to think about. A video was posted online showing the actor looking like just another common person on the metro. Surprisingly, you didn't see anyone really noticing that it was him, besides the person who was filming him of course. In the video you can see him give up his seat to a woman carrying a gym bag. The woman was not physically impaired, she was not a senior citizen, she wasn't pregnant, she was just a young girl casually carrying a gym bag. What a gentleman! Keanu Reeves doesn't seem to notice the person is filming him until the end when he makes some awkward eye contact with the lens, which is when the video stops. Taking the number 1 spot on our list is he has run into a ghost. Of course he did. After seeing how genuine this actor is from all the other numbers on this list, it's hard to believe that he would make something like this up. He told the story on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, saying it happened when he was about 6 or 7 years old in his New York apartment. He said he was just hanging out with his nanny and his sister was asleep on the couch when randomly a floating jacket appeared in the doorway and started floating towards them. He explains that there were no limbs and there was no head, it was just an empty floating jacket. It was only there for a moment and then he said it disappeared. He says at first he thought he was just seeing things until he looked over at his nanny who had her mouth wide open looking completely horrified. He says he remembers it perfectly but still can't explain what exactly it was or what it meant. I mean, how do you really explain something like that? Alright guys, there's our list for today. Let me know what you think down in the comments below and give it a thumbs up so that I know you liked it. In the meantime, let's check out some comments from some of my other videos. Theo Karen says, I don't get why people aren't subscribing to your channel because it's amazing. Wait, people aren't subscribing? Just kidding, we actually hit 50,000 and we are really excited about it, so thank you for being one of them. Alex Townley says, the way you said Francis Ford last name really makes me cringe, lol. I know, I suck at saying names guys, I'm sorry, I'm human. Casper41291 says, what about the worst remakes of movies? I actually love that idea. You guys always have the best ideas, I swear. Wanda Villa says, Mel Gibson should be blacklisted. Oh, he is. Don't you worry, Wanda. Alright, that's all I have for you today. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and you can stay on this screen to keep watching more of our videos. I'm your host Joss, and I will see you next time.